If she cheats, she belongs to the streets. Hear what I say, guys. If she cheats, she don't belong in your sheets. She belongs in the streets. Okay? Once these girls cheat on you, what have I told you over and over? Never take them back. Okay? Because all you're doing is giving them the okay to do it again. Okay? You're giving them the thumbs up. It's okay to cheat on me, girl. Just apologize. It'll be okay. Right? No. Once a girl cheats on you, done. Okay? Done. I don't care how in love you are with a girl. Once she cheats on you, it is over. Do not take her back. Okay? As I've taught you guys over and over. You cannot go backwards in a relationship. Once the girl goes that far to where she actually jumps in bed and spreads her legs for another man and he just blasts her, right, in the face, inside of her, it's over. It's over. We're done. Not taking you back. Might have been your fault. Probably was your fault. You lost your frame. You probably turned into a pussy in this relationship. You probably got pussy whooped, right? A lot of these guys you see walking around out there whipped by their girlfriend. So it's probably your fault, right? You lost your frame and you didn't carry on that masculine frame that she bought into in the beginning to the point where now she's like, she doesn't trust you to be a man. She doesn't respect you anymore. She loves you more than she respects you. Remember what I told you? This is what happens when the girl loves you more than she respects you. Goes out there to the streets. And this is kind of a nice street because I'm up in my hotel room and I've got on the top floor and I've got this amazing view of the entire city. Beautiful, right? Got an ice skating rink down here. I don't know why that's still there. It's like already late in the year, but ice skating rink. Heated pool. Your girl probably out there on the streets. This is why it is critical that you don't lose your frame in these relationships, because when you do, this is what happens. Okay? What have I told you guys over and over? The girl must respect you more than she loves you. It's these girls who end up cheating on you who are out there in the streets, down there, happy hour, girls trip, Cabo, Vegas, right? Going partying, clubbing on the weekends, letting other guys feel them up on the dance floor. It's those girls that when they come home and when they're at home with you, they're like, oh, I love you. I love you more than ever. I'll always love you. Versus respecting you. Okay? Because the girl, like I said, she could tell you she loves you till she's blue in the face. But if she has no respect for you, if she loves you more than she respects you, boom, out there on the streets. Right? And if she cheats on you, if she pulls that trigger and she actually does it, and she allows herself, she opens the door for some other guy to walk in, especially if she has bad girlfriends, right? If she has bad girlfriends who just encourage her to act out on this behavior, that's another red flag. It means you chose poorly. Okay? It means you chose poorly. And you need to learn from this. But under no circumstance do you take her back. Okay? Instead, you drop her, you move on, you fix your mistakes. So you do not repeat them. Okay? You fix what you did wrong. You do not take her back. That's not fixing what you did wrong. That's just putting a Band-Aid on it because you don't want to be alone, because it's convenient, because you don't want to let go of this hot piece of ass. Right? You have to think beyond that. As my dad always says, you can't always do what you feel like. You have to do what's right. You have to do what's right for you. And taking her back sends the complete wrong message to her. I mean, already this girl cheating on you, the fact she cheated on you, the reason she cheated on you is because she thinks you're a chump. And she wants to be with a guy who's a champ. So she already cheated on with you because she thinks you're a chump. So guess what taking her back is going to confirm in her mind even more? That you are a chump. Shit, he is a chump. I got away with this. Got away scot-free. Went out to the streets. Got away, came back. He forgave me. He's not going to bring it up again. And so I've even heard some of these girls like literally so entitled that the guy will take them back. And they're like, all right, I'm only going to come back on this condition that you don't hassle me about this. You don't bring it up anymore. You just leave it in the past. Because if you bring it up once, I'm gone. I don't want to hear about this anymore. It's like she cheated and she's like literally telling you how it's going to be. She's literally controlling the frame. Are you serious? That's not a relationship, okay? That's not a relationship. That's like literally borderline abusive. So understand, fellas, if she cheats, she belongs to the streets. You cannot turn a hoe into a housewife. Told you that a million times. Okay, they have that saying for a reason. Can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Just did a coaching video about how women with 10 or more sexual partners are 33% more likely to divorce. Yet here you guys are jumping in these LTRs with these complete hoes, trying to turn them into housewives. No, you got to go out and find yourself a good girl. Find yourself a girl who's not riding the carousel. Find yourself a girl who doesn't hold an annual pass to ride the carousel. Okay? One of these girls who hasn't bought into all that feminist propaganda, like, oh, it's career and carousel, career and carousel. This is the real CC, career and carousel. No, don't buy into that, okay? Once a cheater, always a cheater. That's my saying. Once a cheater, always a cheater. But the gazillion time bringing up my ex from 2006, that was the last girl that, like, she cheated, I dumped her. Right? I dumped her. I didn't take her back. And I told you guys in one of my coaching videos where I really talked about my relationship with her, I was really hurt. I was blue pill. I was really hurt. I was like just devastated. That's the word. I was devastated, right? Just probably like you are. Devastated. Your girl cheated on you. Just devastated. How could she do this to you? Oh my gosh. Like, you're running into a wall at 100 miles per hour with no seat belts. I didn't see this happening. But actually it was happening, because if you look at the signs in your relationship, you made a lot of mistakes, just as I did. Okay? I'm not discluding myself from this, just as I did. The thing that I did differently in that 2006 relationship that I'm so proud of myself for, to this day, which is why I still talk about it, is I never took her back. I literally said, nope, and she couldn't believe it. The girl ended up stalking my social media for like 3 years, just thinking I'd come back at some point, I'd just get over it. And even her girlfriends were like, oh, he'll eventually get over it. Her stupid auntie was like, it's okay, don't worry. At some point, if he really loves you, he'll get over it. It's like, no, if you really loved me, you wouldn't have done that, you hoe, right? So for me, the reason why I didn't take her back, much less would I ever take anybody back who did that to me. When you're in a monogamous relationship, let me put it that way, because right now I'm like casually dating girls. I don't keep tabs on them. I mean, they could do what they want because I need to do what I need to do. But if I'm in a monogamous relationship, an LTR where it is just me and the girl, it's like, okay, we have this agreement. It's just we're in this monogamous relationship. It's just me and you, no outsiders. That needs to be sacred. And, you know, for me, that's a lot of responsibility these days. This is why I've just avoided relationships. I've avoided marriage. It's a lot of responsibility for me at this point in my life because I'm so busy grinding. I'm so busy just creating these videos, content, building my other businesses, acquiring other businesses, always having to travel, meet clients. So I'm constantly just moving. I don't have the time to put in the effort or responsibility towards a actual relationship right now. Who knows, maybe that'll change in the future, but right now I'm pretty much enjoying my life as it is. But if I were to enter an LTR or a monogamous relationship, or especially marriage, and the girl cheats on me, I'm done. That's it. No. Obviously I would choose wisely. So that's the first key, is you need to choose wisely if you don't want this to happen to you. But the second key is you can never take the girl back. Okay, if she cheats, you throw her to the streets. Okay, I want you to remember that. If she cheats, she belongs to the streets. Period. Right? If she cheats on you, the way I think about it, just like I did with my ex from 2006, the reason why I didn't take her back is because she actually slept with that dude. And I was like, and then she tried to come back after like a couple of months. Because obviously it was a rebound relationship. Rebound relationships never work out. So you girls listening now, you think you're going to rebound to this other dude because you think the grass is greener, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? Because even if the guy's blue pill, he might be a guy like me who'd be like, nope, I don't need to deal with this. Done. It'll just be that stage in his life where it's like, no, I'm done. I don't need you. So that's what I did. I was like, you're tainted. Even when she was trying to come back, I wasn't the least bit tempted either, because I was like, I knew what happened. I knew she already like took off with this guy for 2 months, so she was tainted to me. I was like, oh, you're already in bed with another dude. You're tainted to me now. Okay, you're tainted. You're not coming back into my bed. You're not coming back into my sheets. Why? You've been with somebody else. You're tainted. I just will never look at you the same. And I think I put that in one of my only messages back was something like that. I just wrote like a very simple message just saying, you should just move on with your life. She was blown away. Well, what? What do you mean move on with my life? I want you. I want to do this together like we talked about. And she was like, you know, because at the time I was moving to LA too. This is when I really was plotting my move to LA. And she was like, no, we're moving to LA together. We're doing this together. And I'm like, no, you're staying where you are and I'm moving to LA. Okay, you're gonna do your thing, and I'm gonna do my thing. That's pretty much how I left it. And I moved to LA by myself. It was phenomenal. I found brand new wingmen, and we just took over Hollywood for several years. We're gaming all over Southern California and just meeting tons of beautiful women. And it was a time in my life that was just insane. It was like being a rock star. I always wanted to be a rock star, so it kind of felt like that a lot. I mean, it's pretty much like living out of hotels and just doing game, and I just had some of the best wingmen ever. Every single one of those guys, my wings back then, are married now. I mean, they literally met their future wives through pickup, through game, as have many of my students, right? And I had that option come around again after my ex from 2006, because a lot of guys are like, oh, sounds like you're not happy without her, nobody else came along. And I'm like, no, dude, plenty of girls came along. I could think of at least 3 of them that came along after her because we were gaming so much. Just girls I met on the fly that I was doing cold approach so much that, you know, obviously a few of those girls are going to really go the distance. And I had an opportunity to do the same like my wings did. They were like, I'm cashing in my chips. I found a badass chick. And I found badass chicks too. But I just was like, I feel like there's other things I want to do with my life. I wanted to really dive into entrepreneurship at the time, and I was leaving my corporate job. I already left my corporate job around that time, actually. And those guys were still working their normal jobs, so they never really left their jobs. They were just happy to work and then, you know, just get married to this badass chick. And right now, they're all still married, and oddly, like 2 of my wings back then now have kids. Super strange. So yeah, they're in a completely different world. And they still like watch me, follow my channel, and they're like constantly like, dude, I can't believe you're still out there killing it. You're still out there cold approaching. You're still out there with like even more energy than you had before. And I can't believe like the growth of your channel and how many subs and people are recognizing you, and this is insane, and da da da. And some of them have been like, yo, maybe I shouldn't have cashed it in so early. And I'm like, no, dude, I think you made the right decision. Married a good girl. You know, they've sent me photos from their weddings and stuff like that, because a couple of them had moved to France at the time because they were French, and so they're not even here anymore. But it was an amazing time, and that would not have happened had I stayed in that relationship from 2006. I had taken her back if I didn't throw her to the streets, right? Once she cheated, you know what I did? Threw her to the streets, because that's where they belong. She cheats on you, boom, out there, baby. If she cheats, you throw her to the streets. Did we just have a blackout out here? It seemed like half the city just turned black, didn't it? Oh my gosh. The other casino just disappeared. That is insane. I think there's a blackout going on here. Whoa. All right, it might be the apocalypse. But in any case, if she cheats, she's out there in the dark, in the streets, and you're not going to be able to change that. She's going to be tainted. She's just going to be tainted. Okay? Different story if you're just casually dating. You don't have any expectations. You know, I mean, you can't really hold her to anything, because you have the freedom to go out there and meet whoever you want as well. So it's only fair that, you know, she can do the same. So like the girls that are in my dating rotation now, I've told them all, I'm like, I'm not looking to settle down. You know, a couple of them were like, oh, can I call you my boyfriend? And I'm like, nah, we're not in that type of relationship. I don't really want that from you right now. I just need to do my own thing. I need to grind. And I tell them too, it's not like I'm trying to dump you for another girl or I'm, you know, anything like that. It's just I have a business to take care of. I have followers. I have content I want to create. I have a legacy I want to leave behind. I have just a ton more to say about pickup, dating, and everything else that I want to share while I still have the energy to share it. And then whenever I have free time, yeah, I do pickup, I do game, I take students out. So I always tell these girls it's not really what I'm looking for. So if you're in a casual thing and the girl meets somebody, you can't really expect her to like be faithful to you. If she does, great, cool girl, right? Cool girl. Especially if you see a future with her. If she does and she doesn't do that, that's awesome. Because I mean, I've got a couple of girls in my dating rotation who don't go out. They keep their feet at home. And really, it's like, okay, well, I don't have any interest in anyone else. I'm just going to kind of see you until I meet somebody who's like really, really kind of catches my eye. And I'm like, okay, you do that. All right. But if you're in an LTR with a girl and you guys have kind of an understanding that it's just you and her, and you know she disappears on you, because a lot of these girls, that's what they do, right? They start by hiding the cell phone, password protecting everything, computers, laptops, social media, iPads, iPhones. hiding that shit, right? Hiding it away from you, probably like locking it in a drawer where you can't find it, you can't try to break the password. That's when you know, can't trust that girl, because she's probably going to go out and do stuff behind your back. Because a girl who's not doing anything would be like, look at it. Sure, look at my laptop. There's nothing in there. You want to look at my phone? Here you go. Here you go. Right? And I've literally had girls, like, I've just been dating. I was like, oh, who are you texting? Here, you want to see? It's like, we're just dating. She's not even my girlfriend. Whereas I've had girlfriends in the past, like, like, hide that shit. Sketchy, super sketchy behavior. All you little sketchy-ass hoey chicks, cheating on your men. Super sketchy, okay? But one last time, if she cheats, boom, you throw her to the streets. And with that said, I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets, signing out. Do not forget to smash that like button below. Go ahead and smash it right now. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. Since they're not promoting my videos anymore, it helps me when you help promote it, because obviously my channel's still growing like crazy. But imagine if YouTube actually promoted it. I would get like so many more views and subscribers. But you know what? You guys are doing great. The channel's still growing phenomenally. So make sure you're subscribed. Helps me out a ton. For you guys who want to support all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content that I'm teaching you guys even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, the same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students all around the world out there and all 4 corners of the globe out there are constantly approaching and closing every single week. Day and night, I kid you not, every single week we are making it happen regardless of what kind of crazy virus is going on, regardless of what type of racial division is going on, what type of presidential elections are going on. We are constantly making things happen, constantly moving in life. We never stop moving and just living life at a higher paradigm, which I want you to live at. So that is the best way to support my work. And right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of 7 Months to Mastery, and it's real easy to sign up. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.